Hello, my name is Dan Parks. This is the oral presentation for Communication 303. I was given the country of Ecuador. These are my notes here. A couple pages of my manuscript, 3 to be exact, also my works cited page. I titled this, A Kiss, the Empanada, and the Flag. What do you think would be the logical conclusion to a country named after the equator, situated on the volcanic seismic disaster known as the Ring of Fire, and described like living in a Russian novel, only worse? Ecuador is hot. It has an average temperature of 84 degrees, the history of an Incan civil war, and its highest yearly rainfall total of 170 inches that tries to beat this heat. Ecuador has trees. It has beaches and enough beauty to bring you to your knees. But what if instead of all these facts, the thing that you will remember the most about Ecuador is their traditional greeting? It's an air kiss on the right cheek. You don't put your lips to their cheek, but rather touch your cheek to their cheek and make a kissing sound. Mwah. If you forget which cheek, just remember to go to your left. Not comfortable with this traditional Ecuadorian greeting? That's okay. A handshake will do just fine. To take a deep look at the culture within the Ecuadorian society, we need to look no further than the flag of Ecuador itself. The flag of Ecuador. According to Green Go Travel, no, not gringo, but green go. Gringo being the Spanish word for a white foreigner. We see a tricolor flag representing family, state, and religion. The first color, yellow, stands for the bounty and fertility of the agricultural harvest and the land. The second color, blue, represents the color of the ocean and the sky. And the third and last color, red, symbolizes the blood shed by the soldiers and martyrs during the battles of independence. The battles, meaning multiple. I'll come back to that. Let's start with that color, yellow. This color here, start with yellow, and how food is one of the most important things in an Ecuadorian family. New York City-based journalist and ethnically Ecuadorian Elizabeth Izalde says that her grandmother's empanadas represent love, family, and culture. And according to an online recipe from the Spruce Eats, empanadas are made in 3 steps. First, you prepare the dough. Then you create the filling. And lastly, you shape the empanada. Got an empanada right here. This process, I think, is similar to the creation of an Ecuadorian family. In reference to the first step of preparing the dough, we should look at the household. Most family households consist of a nuclear family, a husband, a wife, and the unmarried children. Couples often reside with the parents of one of the spouses shortly after marriage, for ever how long it takes to save up money. Couples then, and it's in mutual retribution that during the declining years of the couple's parents, the parents move in with their youngest son and his spouse so they can take care of the aging parents. The filling of an empanada is at the heart of a traditional recipe. What's inside? So is tradition within an Ecuadorian family. The married couple is at the center of the social system that extends outwards. How far this extension can be depends on the socioeconomic status of the specified family. Large landowning families derive part of their status and power from their far-reaching kinship ties, while lower status families typically choose which of their kin that they associate with. Lastly, the shape itself of an empanada is most important because it is what holds it together. This action of shaping it is much like the contrasting roles of an Ecuadorian household. The father is the unquestioned head of the household and serves as the model of manhood for his sons, while the mother serves in an autonomous managerial role of the day-to-day functionings of the family. Functions and functionings of the family. So going back to the flag of Ecuador. The flag of Ecuador. And the second color here, blue. We should begin to understand the religion of Ecuador itself. Like much of South America and the Hispanic culture, the primary religion in the country is Catholicism, which was one of the first and only colonial institutions there in Ecuador that built schools and provided care for the poor. About 94% of the population of Ecuador consider themselves Catholic, but most don't actually practice the religion. However, some of the Catholic traditions are very much still celebrated, like that of Corpus Christi and its holiday tradition that takes place 60 days after Easter, which consists of food, much like my empanadas here, music, and fireworks. Upon recognizing the third color of the flag, the red, I want to go back to something I said earlier. Remember that Russian novel tidbit? Well, Professor Dr. Dazi of Emory and Henry College of Virginia says that no South American country has experienced a more tumultuous history than Ecuador itself. And from the time of the establishment of Ecuador's first republic in 1830 to the year 2000, Ecuador has suffered through 19 different constitutions and 113 presidents, averaging a different executive leader every 18 months. The state of the state in Ecuador is, as Alan Gerlach explains, rocky. Ecuador's corruption among government officials is ranked among the worst in South America. And he suggests that for a stable Ecuador to become a reality, two things must be addressed. First, a land tax structure that allows the concentration of wealth into the hands of the few must be corrected, and certain campaign contribution laws that perpetuate the patronage of the super wealthy over elected officials should be also corrected. Upon a recent election year, this year, in 2021, there are still some concerns that many have with the political stability of Ecuador. Oliver Stunkel, a scholar affiliated with the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace, says that two specific concerns are Latin American countries continue to be ideologically fragmented, and secondly, many voters seem to be motivated by the causes that they are against rather than actually for what they want. So, in conclusion, whether the traditional greeting, the empanada, or the flag, the deep structure of Ecuador is shown through the influential social organizations of the family, its religion, and the state or the community that they reside within. The strength of the Ecuadorian culture has been their ability to contain themselves through all of these struggles and to wear proudly the individual colors of their story. If you forget, just remember to go to your left. And that a handshake or an empanada, ooh, this stuff's good inside, or an empanada, or even a story about a flag will do just fine. All right, thanks class. Thanks to the new professor, Jessica Mugetti. It's been a blast. I hope you enjoyed learning about Ecuador. It was fun for me to research it. I'm gonna eat the rest of this empanada.